Hey y'all, it's your girl Annette from Annette's Apothecary. Happy Sunday. We are back with another video as promised, healing while in relationships. So if you are on a healing journey right now and you're in a relationship, this video is for you. Like, comment, subscribe if it resonates, okay? So let's jump right into it. We know that being in a relationship or being in love does not mean your wounds go away. It does not mean your triggers go away. It does not mean that you have a chance to escape from doing the work. Because I always say, if you don't do the work will do you, right? We know that healing doesn't stop when you're in a relationship, right? We know that healing doesn't stop when you're in love, right? But love begins, we know that, right? And love does not exempt you from erasing old wounds, right? So that's why I'm like, let's talk about it. Because sometimes when you're in a relationship, it's a mirror. It brings up things to the surface, old wounds, old triggers that you have not addressed from a long time ago. You just swept them up under the rug. Okay? So today, let's talk about it. Let's talk about healing while in relationships. How to heal while in relationships. Let's talk about some challenges women may face, like myself, while in the relationships. And let's talk about some solutions, all right? Let's talk about some solutions and let's get right into it. First challenge is you feel triggered. You lash out or you shut down. Let's be real about that. Let's be real about that. For example, right, when you text your partner and your partner doesn't respond back for hours, right? And then you begin to feel angry. You begin to feel rejected. You begin to feel anxious, right? And then once those feelings come up, your mind start going, right? Like, oh, this person don't care about me. This person, I care about this person more than this person care about me. This person don't give a damn, right? And then this person texts you hours later. Your person texts you hours later. Your person may have actually been busy. And they may actually have been busy and had their own thing going, right? And I don't want to hear, oh, but they should have communicated that they may have been busy with work or busy, so busy that they did not touch their phone for some hours or for some time. That just means that there's an old wound coming to the surface. It's an old trigger that's being brought to the surface. Maybe that mother wound where you feel like you aren't worthy of love or care. Maybe that father wound where you feel like you have a fear of abandonment, right? Or maybe you feel like, in a previous partnership, in a previous relationship, you felt like you were ignored. You feel like your partner did not meet your emotional needs. Hell, you may have even been emotionally neglected in your childhood by your mother or your father, right? That's why that wound is showing up. That's why that emotional reaction of anxiousness, of anger, of rage, of rejection is showing up, because that's a wound that's been checked, that's been swept under the rug. That's a trigger that has been swept under the rug for you, and you haven't addressed it yet. So that's why it's coming up, because now you're in a relationship and you thought you healed from that, but you didn't. The real healing, a lot of us think that we are healed when we're single and things like that. But the real healing happens when you're in the relationship, because like I said, that relationship is that mirror. It's going to reflect whatever old wounds, whatever triggers you have not addressed or you may have not healed from. How do I know? Because that was me. I was like, oh, I'm on my healing journey. I was single. Am I on my healing journey? I met my fiance. I was like, oh, snap. This is a lot of stuff I gotta heal. This is a lot of things I gotta heal. I gotta heal not only the mother wound, but I also gotta heal the father wound too. So that's a It's a lot of stuff, but he also had his own healing work to do, so we started to heal together. Okay? We didn't rely on each other to fix one another. We had to learn to fix ourselves. All right? So that was the first challenge. You shutting down, you lashing out, or you're getting triggered. And then you just go ghost and you don't want to, because of that mother wound or that father wound is showing up for you, okay? Now, the next challenge that I face as well as I feel like other women has faced too is basically you feeling like you don't deserve healthy love. You feeling like you feeling like love is chaotic. You feeling like you need to be in a relationship that's chaotic. You feel like you need to be in a relationship that's toxic. You feel like you need to be in a relationship that's unhealthy. You feel like you need to be in a relationship that's painful. Because when that healthy relationship shows up, when that softness in that relationship shows up, when that ease and that peace shows up in that relationship, it's something that your nervous system is not familiar with. It's something that you are not used to. So you self-sabotage. Because you're so used to negative, unhealthy, toxic relationships, you don't know what a healthy relationship feels like. Maybe you grew up in a household where love had conditions. Maybe you were in a relationship, a previous relationship, where you felt like love had conditions. And no, I've been there before. And I always say that I've been there before. I know how it feels to be in so many unhealthy, toxic relationships, and then a healthy relationship comes and you don't know what to do with it. I struggled with that. I struggled with receiving healthy love. I struggled with receiving healthy love because it was not familiar to me. I was in toxic relationship after relationship after situation after situation. Healthy love, and when this healthy love came up, it wasn't chaotic. It wasn't painful. But because I wasn't used to it, I was pushing it away. So we got to change that. We have to know and we have to understand that love is not painful. You shouldn't be arguing every week. It's not perfect, but it's also healthy. I'll say it again. No relationship is perfect, but a relationship should be healthy. I tell people that all the time. You need to know that you deserve a healthy relationship. You deserve a healthy, loving relationship that isn't painful, that isn't chaotic, that isn't toxic, that isn't negative, that isn't draining you of your life force, that's keeping you stagnant. You don't deserve that. And you know you don't deserve that. So, how do we heal while in relationships? How do we heal and love ourselves while continuing to be in a relationship? Number one, Don't depend on your partner to fix you. Don't expect your partner to fix you. Yes, your partner cannot reparent you. That's number one. Your partner cannot reparent you. Absolutely not. They could be a safe space for you, but as far as them fixing you, and I say fixing in quotation marks or whatever, because I don't like that word fixing, but it's not their job to repair you. They could be a safe space for you, yes, but that real healing work happens within you, not them. So you can't put that on them. You gotta put that on you. What's showing up for you? What's the root of the problem? What's the root of the issue for you? Okay? All right. Number 2, communicate your triggers effectively. Communicate your triggers gently. Healing while in love means you have to communicate. It means being honest when you are triggered or when an old wound comes up, because you know when you're triggered, you know when an old wound is being activated. You know this. So instead of shutting down, instead of going ghost, instead of lashing out, right? And I'm saying this from a space of love. All the time, I always speak from a space of love. Try to say something else instead. Try to be like, you know what? This is reminding me of something from my past, and I need time to feel it. We have to learn how to sit with our emotions instead of reacting on our emotions, because that could cause a lot of damage. I I need a moment. I need a moment. And it's also how you say it too, you know? Number 3, create space for your own healing rituals. What do you need to do to heal you? Even while in the relationship. Even while in the relationship, I still need to do what I need to do for me to heal myself. Because I need time to reconnect with me. Right? So, journaling. Some of us may not journal. If you don't want to journal, speak on your voice notes what you're feeling. I don't want to hear the excuse, I don't want to journal. Speak in your voice notes. Let it out. Meditate. Pray. Take a walk. Sing. Dance. Cry. Take a bath. Bloom and Fro Pink Bath available at netsapothecary.com. Do what you need to do to reconnect with yourself, okay? Because it's not easy, right? Healing while in a relationship, because then you also with your partner, and these things, a lot of things come up, right? You're healing and then you're growing at the same time. You're unlearning and relearning the things you were taught. So it's a lot. So you need to find time to reconnect with yourself. You cannot lose yourself while in a relationship, sweetie. And I think I have a whole another video about that. But anyway, I'm trying to stay on task. Number 4. Trying to stay on topic. Don't fear the discomfort of healing while in the relationship. That's big. That's big. And that's big because basically it means you need to allow yourself to be, I would say, vulnerable. Allow yourself to put your walls down. Allow your partner to see all sides of you. Allow yourself to be fully loved. Even when you're not fully healed. Ooh. Allow yourself to be fully loved even when you're not fully healed. Let your partner see your softness. Let your partner see your strength. Let your partner see your struggle. Let your partner see all of you. Let your partner love all of you so that they can show up and support you in the best way that they know how. Somebody needs to hear that. Okay? Especially if you got into this relationship and you're like, okay, you want to make it work and you want to, it's leading towards like marriage or whatever, or it's leading to like a long-term relationship. You're gonna have to do some work. But I want you to know that you are worthy while you are still healing. You are worthy of love while you are still healing. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect. None of us is perfect. We all have flaws. We just need to know how to embrace those flaws. Right? Right? You don't need to hide who you are. You don't need to hide your pain. Bring it to the surface. Okay? You're allowed to be a masterpiece while being a work in progress. And that's it. That's something that's an affirmation I have to recite myself. I have to recite to myself. I am allowed to be a masterpiece while being a work in progress at the same damn time. I deserve that. We all deserve healthy love. Don't nobody tell you different that you don't deserve healthy love. Okay? I want y'all to know that. So I'm going to leave y'all with some journal prompts. And the first journal prompt I want y'all to write or voice note is, do I feel safe communicating my wounds or my triggers when it comes to my relationship? And if you don't, why not? Another journal prompt is, how can I begin to pour as much love into myself the same way I pour into my relationship? I think that some of us want to be in relationships so bad, or some of us want to feel love so bad that we settle. And you don't need to settle. Like, I find myself always going back to heart healing work with a lot of women because it's like, I understand, I get it. But I always say that I'm always like, you can, it's healthy relationships on the other side of you even doing your work just a little bit. If y'all knew my story and the type of unhealthy, toxic relationships and situationships I have been in to where I'm at now, if I would have stayed in that relationship, I probably wouldn't be here now. And that's just for honesty. Like, so that's how the self-love journey started, right? Because I had to start loving myself first. It all comes back to me. At the end of the day, it all comes back to me. And I'm not talking about healing while being in a toxic relationship. That's not the title of this. That's not the title of this. I'm not telling you to stay in anything that's toxic. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you know, I'm not even going to break down what toxic is because you know what toxic is. You know what unhealthy is. I'm not even going to break that down for y'all because y'all know. You do not deserve a love that drains you. You do not deserve a love that takes away from your peace. You do not deserve a love that's chaotic. You do not deserve a love that's painful. You deserve a love that's peaceful. You deserve a love that's joyful. You deserve a love that's healthy. You deserve a love that's elevated, elevation. You deserve a love that helps you grow. You deserve that help. You deserve a love that brings out the best version of yourself. Oh yeah. Nobody said your self-love journey is going to be easy, right? Nobody said your self-love journey is going to be easy. There were many days where I cried. There were many days where I wanted to give up. And be like, I know what, I'm going to settle for because I just want anything. And I'm like, absolutely not. I realized that I am a generational curse breaker in my family. I am choosing not to settle. I'm choosing not to stay with my abuser, but with my previous abuse. I am not choosing any of that. No, 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 absolutely not. And abuse shows up in different ways: physical, emotional, mental. It shows up in a lot of ways, and nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that, and it's like we just gotta learn to love ourselves more without shame or guilt. That's a problem. We think that, oh no, I be loving myself too much. No, love yourself. Love the fuck out of yourself, please. Please. Love yourself so much that people can't fuck with you. People can try to play you. Love yourself enough so you can have boundaries, stronger boundaries. And that's the message for me too. The boundaries part, that's a message for me too. All right? And I think that's it. That's it. That's it. So, I'll see y'all in the next video. And if this resonated with you, like, comment, subscribe, do the journal prompts. Let me know how it is. And yeah, I'll be speaking with y'all next time.